Sabaidee.
Welcome back. I'm Helen.
I'm James.
And we are global nomads. And in 2024, we sold everything we owned to retire early and travel the world full time. So welcome to Vientiane.
In Laos.
In Laos. We will start off. We arrived here on Laos China Railway. If you did not see that video, that was our last week's video. Be sure to go back and take a look at that to see the journey from Luang Prabang to Vientiane. And we are here at the Crown Plaza, and we'll give you a quick look around our room. So welcome to the room tour. This is room 1034, and it is a business suite. This is a point stay for us. For 5 nights it cost us 71,000 IHG points, or if we paid it would have been about $150 a night. We did get a little upgrade, so we have been given club access, so we'll show you that at another time. And the room is a little bit bigger than the standard room, but we didn't get a view. We just have a view of the building across the way. To give you context, here in Vientiane, we are located just a little bit further out from the Mekong, and actually this is the second room we've been given, because the first room we had a couple of issues with. So we have moved, but the first room at the end of the building will show you. You could actually see the Mekong, and the other side of the Mekong is Thailand, and we are obviously in Laos. Anyway, here's the room. So as you come in, James is standing at the door. We've got a little desk here to the side, full length mirror. To the opposite side to the entrance door, we've got a little walk-in closet, which then leads into the bathroom. Nice to have the little walk-in closet. I like to be able to just put the stuff out of the way so you can't see it. Coming into the main room, we have the main living area. So this room is a little bit bigger than the standard room. Having seen the standard room, I'm going to hazard it's maybe only about 3 feet wider. It's not a whole lot bigger, but it does make a big difference. The extra space makes a big difference. So we do have the standard couch under the window, and then an extra couch at the end of the bed. We have a whole bar area with a kettle, coffee machine, fridge, and then some wine glasses and stuff. It does look like the things here are a little bit more expensive. To give you an idea, we had a quick look at the room service menu too. Food here was about $12 to $15 per kind of meal. And to give you an idea, in the minibar, a little tiny miniature Gordon's gin is like $8 US, so it's quite pricey, quite a bit more expensive than Luang Prabang was. We do then have a desk area behind me, a little work area behind me as well, and TV. Doesn't swing out, but we're hoping we can get the Fire Stick in there. Also not the biggest TV. I mean, it's a decent size, but you know, a lot of the hotels we've been staying in have been like 50, 55 inch TVs. I would guess this is maybe a 40 tops. First world problems, I know, but I'm just letting you know what to expect if you're here. Bathroom is nice. We do actually have kind of a frosted sliding door into the bathroom and a bathtub, which I'm about to use. Single vanity, separate walk-in shower with a bench, which we love. Then ladies, you know, so you can shave your legs. And separate loo as well with another frosted door. So overall, it's a pretty nice room, honestly. Pretty standard for, you know, if you are used to US standards or Western standards. It's pretty nice, honestly. They do have a pillow menu, so I'm going to order some different pillows too. And the bed seems pretty soft as well, so overall, pretty good. So good morning, this is Mosaic. This is going to be like the main buffet restaurant. We do have access to the club lounge, but we typically don't go there for breakfast because there isn't as much options basically. So we usually come here to the buffet. They also do dinner in here. Huge selection, especially for breakfast, of the usual yogurts and fruit, and then Western and Asian dishes. We'll give you a quick look around. There's also an eggs made to order area, absolutely huge. Been really good quality food here generally as well. They bring you tea and coffee, and there's also juices, so it's been pretty good.
So here we are at the Crown Plaza Club in Vientiane, and They've got a couple of things in this lounge. This is the executive lounge, and we do love an executive lounge. So between 2 and 4 p.m. they have afternoon tea. So some nice good English breakfast tea, and then they have some snacks and nibbles. And then at 5 till 7 they have their happy hour, which is hot meals and hot snacks, as well as alcoholic drinks. So we'll give you a bit of a show of both of those, because this is where we normally end up most days. And honestly, as Helen said in previous videos, this is normally enough to keep you going, and it means you don't have to go out for a meal if you don't want to. So we're in the night market in Vientiane, which is on the bank of the Mekong. On just before you get to the banks of the Mekong, there is a fair. And then one bit over is the night market, which is mainly clothes, iPad covers.
No, iPhone covers.
iPhone covers.
Knockoff bags.
Knockoff bags, everything's fakes. Fake sports shirts, shoes, toys. Ton of clothes, like kids' clothes, adults' clothes, every brand name you could ever find. None of it's genuine. And a distinct lack of elephant souvenirs. Like, this is, Laos means land of a million elephants, and
not on the night market.
Not at the night market. So yeah, we popped over to the fair. We'll put a little bit of video in there, but I think we're going to end up on a cock now.
Maybe, yeah, because there's one that side that's going our way. So.
Yeah, so we're going to head our way and catch one of those.
Sabaidee, that means hello, from where are we? Vientiane Center. So this is
Don't know where you are.
well, I'm trying to think of a shopping mall we're at. We're at a shopping mall.
Shocker. James and Helen, a shopping mall.
Having coffee.
Even more surprising.
It was a very average coffee as well. So we're here at this mall just because, well,
Helen's iPad's broken. Helen's iPad
yeah.
that broke in, it's only about 14 months old, and we've been chatting to Apple, and this is, in Laos, there is only one Apple repair store in the whole of the country that's certified by Apple and everything else, and we took it into them and they said, no. Yeah, we need to send it off for repairs, and it'll be 2 weeks to get the parts from Singapore. And this is the only place we can take it to in Laos.
But you can take it to Thailand. They've got places, they'll fix it on the day.
Yeah.
And Thailand is only just across the river.
Yes, but I don't think we're going to cross the river.
No, and we're headed to Vietnam next, where they also don't have Apple service repair centres.
So it looks like we'll have no iPad for a while. Helen's not massively happy about this situation.
I use my iPad a lot, so no.
So
I have a Mac though, first world problem, so it's just a bit frustrating. But more frustrating, Apple, their product is only a year old, and they've said basically it's a hardware issue. They did tell us what's wrong with it. So it's an Apple issue, not a I've broken it issue. Yes. So it's kind of frustrating that, you know, $1,000 piece of equipment is only just over a year old. Especially after they screwed us with the AirPods.
Yeah.
Earlier on in the year as well, that one stopped working, and they're like, oh yes, that's a known issue, you'll need to buy some new ones. So Apple are rapidly losing favour with me. Oh well.
But anyway.
So anyway, that's why we're at the mall. Because we had to go to the service centre, which is down a very sketchy looking alley away from the mall, but we thought we'd come to the mall and get a coffee. And it's raining today, so at least it's drying here. So we'll give you a quick look around the mall, I guess.
Yeah.
We're on the food court level right now, next to the kids' play area. I'm not quite sure how that happened.
This is a bit of a strange mall because the coffee shop will only take cash. So I had to go down to the ground floor into another food hall and get cash. But they don't sell bottles of water. So I went to get a bottle of water where she told me to go, and they don't take cash. So, and you have to preload a card up that I'm guessing you have to get from a customer service desk. But the customer service desk is empty. There's nobody there. So it's a bit of a strange mail. So we got a coffee, but we didn't get any water. I only took 500,000 kip out today, which is about $25 US.
Because we're going to be leaving in 3 days.
Yeah.
So we didn't really want to have a whole load of cash.
They like to keep cash around.
There's a big department store here. We'll give you a quick look around. It doesn't seem like there's a whole load of shops here. It's not, you know, basically this is still a developing country, so obviously there's not a whole, we come from malls. I did see in the department store though some Birkenstock dupes for $16. I'm guessing you can probably get them on the market cheaper than that. But
There was a Michael Kors, wasn't
and
there?
there is a Michael Kors shop here, which is a bit random. Not sure what else there is, so we're going to have a look around. But it's not the biggest mall in the world. This is pretty small. Doesn't seem like
very
there's-
quiet.
Yeah, it's really super quiet. I think we got here at 11-ish, and there was maybe us and maybe about 8 other people in the entire mall, and a lot of it's not open. It looks like the second floor is just completely jewelry stores as well.
Yeah, and there's food court, jewelry store,
There is a cinema, I think, on the top floor as well.
another food court, a cinema, and not really a lot else.
Yeah, it's a bit limiting, but I think it's reasonably new and maybe still a bit developing. Oh, I'll have a look around. So, amazing purchases here.
Really broke the bank today,
We went to Miniso,
and we bought AAA batteries,
a bit less than $2.
and then we bought shampoo brush. See, I need it for my hair,
Another $2, I think that was.
and then an absorbent bath towel for your hair, for my hair.
It's a hair wrap.
Hair wrap, essential. This lot came to
This is $3, so I think it was you said it was
like
about
$7 US. The big thing here is a lot of the stores don't take credit cards, even big stores, and they all charge 3%.
pretty standard everywhere we've been.
Yeah.
The 3% thing to pay with credit card.
But most stores, you need to carry cash. We normally take out cash a little bit each day if we need it. But yeah.
Because we have the Wise card, so
Yes.
we get reimbursed.
No,
for-
not Wise.
Which one is it?
The Schwab card.
The Schwab card. We have
The
the Schwab
Debit card.
so that we get reimbursed for ATM fees. So we're not too worried about how many times we use an ATM.
No, we just keep it down to a minimum. Try and use cards whenever possible.
So there you go. That was Vientiane Central.
However, we did look at clothes upstairs, and a T-shirt, and we just were checking the exchange rate, was 2.2 million kip. So we could have found out why this shopping centre is so quiet. This T-shirt, which is an Arrow T-shirt here, is 2,279,000. So this one T-shirt, there's nothing special about it, is over $100 US in Laos. I think that's why this place is quite quiet.
There was some of the cheaper T-shirts in there as well, like 20 US, but that's still pretty expensive for here.
And Coach handbags,
I'm not sure if they were new or not, but like $400 or $500. I mean, I don't know who here is spending that money, honestly.
no. And this is not a tourist
This
tourist
is
man.
Not at all, no.
This is a regular people man.
So, Nivea deodorant, 45,000 is 350-ish.
No,
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah,
just over two.
just over $2 for deodorant. Or you can have a pack of 3 for 70,000.
That's 350.
327,000.
15 US.
The Yaloo roll. So Colgate total 58,000. So that's about $3 for quite a big one. So that's a pretty good price. Pringles, if you can't live without them, about $1.75 for a big one. So that's not bad.
And your favourite flavour over here?
Oh, seaweed burst. Note to self, don't get it. It's not very nice. I did try them. So if you need some Bertolli virgin olive oil, this size is going to be about $7, and the big one is about 25 US. And everyone's favourite, eggs. 30 eggs for about $4 US. I don't think you could even get 6 for that in the US now, although I've not been there for a while, but eggs are always super cheap here. Okay, so we've got water, a bottle of water. It's about 40 cents. Coke, Diet Coke, Coke Zero, whatever you want to call it, is about 50 cents a can. And if you're missing your Budweiser, $1 for a can. So if you're a whiskey drinker, you can have a litre bottle of Johnny Walker Red Label for $18 US.
So there's no Grab in Laos, and there's also no Uber. So the alternative is Loca, which operates in the same way. I'll put a couple of screen drops in. It works basically the same way. And in terms of cost, we went from the shopping centre to our hotel, and it's about $3 US. And they have different levels, and this is a premium, and that's what we're in at the moment, which is a Honda electric vehicle, as they all mostly are here. Welcome to Buddah Park. So here we are. It took us just about 40-45 minutes to get here from our hotel at the Crown Plaza, and we got in a Loca, which is similar to Grab, and the cost to that was just over $25 US. Entrance fee to get in was 60,000 kip, which is roughly $3 US per person. And this is an actual art installation that was built in 1958, and it contains 200 Buddhas, but it's also it's a Hindu and Buddhist art installation. It's become an area of cultural significance because they built the lying down Buddha and made it into more of a religious area. But really it was designed as an art installation in 1958. The artist that built it fled to Thailand, which is just on the banks of the river where we are, and he built exactly the same art installation over there. I can't say how similar it is because I'm not going to cross over the river, although the Friendship Bridge is just across the road. So here we are. Behind me is a pumpkin with a tree on, and that symbolises hell, earth, and as you ascend upwards, the tree at the top represents heaven. So another piece of advice I give you with this place is come here early. We're here in off-season or shoulder season, and it definitely gets busier. So I would get here like 8 o'clock, and there's so many things to take photos of. If you're a photographer, semi-professional photographer, amateur photographer, and you love your photos, there's a million opportunities to take photos here. So get here early. There was literally no one here when we first came here, and now it's getting busier. Not busy, but it's getting busier. As well as that, there are a ton of cafes, and there's a few gift shops as well. So it's really hot today, as you can probably tell. So take the opportunity to keep under cover, cool down, get a bottle of water, and they even sell Magnum and Cornetto, so it can't be that bad.
Yes, the other side of the river that you can see is Thailand, and we are standing in Laos.
So this is the giant pumpkin that you see as you walk in, and this represents hell, where you walk through the door, through the devil's mouth, and then the pumpkin represents earth, and then we're going to descend through earth, and then we arrive at the top, and the top is heaven. So I will show you around as we go up. It was designed by a sculptor, so I'll show you what we see. So as you can see here, I made it to the top, even though I'm over 50, and I've ascended to heaven. If only it was that easy. But ho hum, I better go back down to hell to get out of here. So, if you descend down the stairs, from where you come in, you go back down to hell. And this is what's depicted here. I missed this completely, and I've just gone down an extra set of stairs and realised that I thought there was no way out. The only way out from hell is back up the way you came. I'm sure there's some kind of literal meaning in that, but I'm currently standing in hell.
So yesterday we headed to Buddah Park, which was awesome.
Especially as a photographer.
Yeah, if you are into photography, totally a really great place to go. We were there probably about 2 hours. I don't think most people would stay that long, but we walked around everywhere.
I think most people are on the tour, and the guide just whips you around and then out the door.
Yeah, I mean, I'm into photography, so I took it easier. This is the main reason we typically like to do things independently rather than with a tour guide, just because then you can take your time. The plan originally was that yesterday we were going to go to the places we're now going to go to today, but we spent longer at Buddah Park, I think, than
And it was hot.
we thought we would. Yeah, and it was really hot. So we were about done when we came back. So
And we forgot our sunglasses.
I didn't forget the sunglasses. But this is the benefit of full-time travel, and that we're here a bit longer. Haven't got to do everything in 2 days or 1 day. So today we're going to head out and that sounds wrong, a temple, and the Victory Gate and a golden stupa. So come with us. We're going to call a Loca and head off.
So welcome to our first stop, which is Wat Si Muang. Now it's called Wat is a temple, and Si Muang is a lady who was pregnant in the I think it was about 1563. Legend has it, and legend's always more fun than the actual reality, is they were digging a hole to create a pillar to create to create Vientiane as the capital instead of Luang Prabang, and they hit a well and it flooded the village, and they couldn't do anything about stopping the water. So a pregnant lady called Si Muang sacrificed herself and jumped in the hole. That stopped the water within 100 days, and they built the temple in her honour. So it's also called the Mother Temple. And apparently 2 stalks sit behind it, and they apparently have the spirit of Si Muang, and she looks over the temple. That's the story. Just telling you what I read on the internet.
It must be true if it's on the interweb. So now we're going to take a look around.
Okay, so here's your Monk 101. Tay was our tour guide, and in our last video in Luang Prabang, and he actually used to be a monk. So he told us a few things about the monk life. The first thing is they wake up at 3:30 in the morning. They normally take alms at about 5:30, and alms is where the people of the village or city, or they offer offerings to feed the monks, and the monks will eat until 11:30 a.m. and then after 11:30 a.m. they're not allowed to eat anymore
Till the next day.
A couple of other things. So when you go into a temple, and they're all slightly different, and we're in Laos at the moment, but they're all slightly different. So some temples you can take photos in and videos, and some you can't. It's clearly signposted in the language in the country you're in, and normally in English as well. There's normally somebody there, a guide, who will tell you what you can and can't do in their language, and no photos and things like that, so bear that in mind. There's a carpet at each temple, and the carpet you can only kneel or sit on, but you can't walk on.
Remember that you need to dress appropriately, so even for men your knees need to be covered. Ladies, you need to have your shoulders and knees covered as well. And I have a DSLR with me, and if you use a big camera like that, then you'll know it beeps for autofocus, or at least I have mine set to do that. Especially in this particular temple, there were a lot of people praying, so just be respectful, and I turned mine to silent mode so I could still take photos, but it's not be beeping all the time, or the autofocus assist light is not coming on either. So just a heads up to just be respectful, really, that there are people here that are praying.
Other things to consider is that each temple, they have an amulet, or I would say a pin, but it's not a pin.
It's like a medal.
A medal to commemorate that particular temple. So they normally have them on sale inside the temple, and then on the night markets you can buy them for other temples. So there's quite a lot of them. It's quite a big deal. It's quite common to give offerings of either flowers or food or money. There's generally some kind of mythical creature, and they do vary. Today's mythical creature is what can only be described as the head of an elephant and the body of a turkey.
A rooster.
Rooster?
Probably, I'm guessing.
I don't know. Another thing to consider is there are 7 positions of Buddha, one for each day of the week. I'm Friday, which is the day I was born. This is mine.
And I am Tuesday, and this is mine. And no, I wasn't going to lay down and emulate the pose. So there you go. There's your Monk and Temple 101.
So behind us, don't think you can really miss it, is That Luang. Now this is a Buddhist stupa. The entrance fee to get in here is 30,000 kip if you're a tourist, which works out to about US $1.50. This is the most significant national monument in Laos. It also most of these places hold a sacred relic. We've been to the Temple of the Tooth Relic in Sri Lanka, and this one has the breastbone of Buddha held within the stupa, and that's what makes it so significant. This complex dates back to the 3rd century, but it's been demolished and rebuilt so many times, but on this site it dates back to the 3rd century. So behind us you can see the Victory Monument, and you would not be mistaken if you thought you recognised this as a similar style as the one in Paris, because it's to commemorate the war between 1957 and 1968 and the victory by the Vietnamese, the North Vietnamese. And this whole area has definite rumblings of Paris, and you can tell where the French influence comes from. There's a park all the way around it, and although the roundabout is not as crazy as the Arc de Triomphe, it's a similar thing. You can drive all the way from one side to the other, and in the middle is where there's a park, there's a fountain where Helen is standing, and there is 167 steps to get to the top. Apparently there isn't an elevator. For some reason it's not working today, and if you do want to go up to the top, it's 30,000 kip.
So if you've seen our other videos, you might have seen that we always go to Hard Rock cafes. So 20 plus years ago, it became a little bit of a tradition of ours, and I started collecting the glasses. Before we launched our full-time travel, I actually had about 46, I believe, from different Hard Rock cafes that we'd collected around the world. Sadly, the collection is no more, as we got rid of all of our things. So now I am collecting pins, because I can carry those much easier. So we'll be buying a pin here from the Hard Rock Cafe. Because when in Rome, or should I say when in Laos, you have to try Lao gin. Cheers. James likes a bit of quesadilla with his sour cream.
It made it!
Thank you, Hal Express. So our time in Laos has come to an end. We had a good day yesterday. We managed to dodge the showers, kind of, and made it to the Victory Arch and the stupa. So we're glad we got there, but it was a bit rainy, but never mind.
We squeaked it in.
We did. We did. So, Vientiane, what's your thoughts?
I've enjoyed coming here. I've enjoyed Laos. I think I prefer Luang Prabang to Vientiane. But I'm glad I've done it, and I can't see me coming back.
No, I don't think Vientiane would be on the top of my kind of Southeast Asia places to visit. You know, when you've got like Bangkok, Kuala Lumpur, Hanoi, even like Phnom Penh, there's not a whole lot to do here. It's a very small city,
and it's kind of built up, but it's not.
But it feels like a small town feel. Yeah. It's a little bit different. There's not a whole lot here, honestly. I think if you were going to come here, and I would definitely say come just to check it out.
Come.
But maybe only a couple of days is really all you need. There's not a whole lot to see. I agree. Luang Prabang was really nice. I think we both agreed one of the nicest stops, one of our favourite stops that we've done.
Yeah, more towards the Golden Triangle area is. All of that area is a lot.
And
nicer.
it's so picturesque there as well. The mountains, even down to Vientiane, it's beautiful. So definitely worth a stop. Just maybe not a long stop here. So we are going to be heading off in about 10 minutes to the airport and headed to our next stop in Vietnam.
So please remember to give us a thumbs up. Please like and subscribe. And remember, we're here for a good time, not for a long time. We'll see you in the next one.